Hi guys, I wanted to make this video for a question in your 7-3 quiz. In the video, I had mentioned that we're not going to use p-values for section 7-3 for t-tests. But I made the video before we had access to StatCrunch. So let me show you how you can easily do this kind of a problem in StatCrunch. So this is one from your quiz. Your numbers might be different. Use technology in a t-test to test a claim about a population mean mu at the given level of significance alpha. Assume the population is normally distributed. We need to know that to run a t-test. Now the claim is that mu is greater than 73. They want us to run it at a 1% significance. We're given these summary statistics from a data set, a sample data set of 28 data points, had a mean of 73.2 and a standard deviation of 3.6. So based upon this summary data from a sample, can we test this claim? Well, sure. Let's go to StatCrunch in the question help and go to stat, t-stats, one sample, and with summary. We're not given the data set itself, we're just given the summary statistics. So with summary, what is the sample mean? It is right here, 73.2, 73.2. Sample standard deviation, 3.6. Sample size, 28. Hypothesis test for mu. The null hypothesis in StatCrunch always has just a strict equal, but we'll put the value of 73 in there and then realize that the claim is an alternative hypothesis. It says mu is greater than 73. That's really all we have to do. Don't worry about confidence interval. That would be from section or from chapter 6. But in this case, here we have our values. So it wants the standardized test statistic. Oh, I'm sorry. What are the null and alternative hypotheses? Well, the alternative hypothesis is the greater than 73. That's what we have here. What is the value of the standardized test statistic? That's the t-stat here. They want it to 2 decimal places. That's 0.29, 0.29, 0.29. What is the value of the p-test statistic? Now this is in the video. I said we won't be able to answer that. That's because at the time all we had were the printed tables, the standard normal distribution and the t-distribution in your key formulas and distribution tables. But now we have StatCrunch, which was the technology aspect, which says use technology. So the p-value here, they want to 3 decimal places, 0.386. Careful, careful. The third decimal place, we look at the fourth, it's 5 or bigger, so round up. 0.386, 0.386, 0.386. Now, that p-value is bigger than alpha. It's a really big p-value, actually. So p is bigger than alpha. Fail to reject the null hypothesis. Fail to reject the null hypothesis. Careful, the 2 of them say that. If I fail to reject the null hypothesis, I fail to support the alternative hypothesis, which is the claim. This says I fail to reject the null hypothesis. There is enough evidence to support the claim. That it's not true. We're going to fail to reject the null hypothesis. There's not enough evidence to support the claim. 100%, yay. You see, it's pretty easy if we had access to StatCrunch, which you do on the quizzes, which you do on the tests and final exams. So I hope that helps you figure out those problems and actually do them reasonably quick. Okay, so take care. Any questions? Always email me.